Wekober, Kaber, Weshoel, or Weshel, Ob, Weyidoni, Wedoresh, El Hametim. Talking to the dead, trying to bring dead people out to life, like Saul did with Samuel. It's crazy how a king that had the Ruach could fall off so far. And it started off with one act of disobedience, one act of seeking his will, his opinion over what the Most High told him to do. And he didn't even have many wives, from what I remember. Unless I'm wrong, but definitely not on Solomon's level to be distracted like that. But Samuel had the Ruach. He was the first king. And if I recall correctly, I don't know if the Most High chose him per se, but more so the people. I know for a fact he chose Dawid or Dawad. I have to go back and look at that. Sometimes my memory don't serve me when I don't get no sleep. But yeah, that's why the king especially gotta be in his Torah day and night, meditating day and night. Because he on act of disobedience, turned into a tumbleweed snowball. A giant tumbleweed on top of a mountain and turned to a snowball, and then it caught on fire, and then it ran into a damn I can't even think right now, but it ran into something flammable or explosive and just exploded. He started inquiring of the dead, which is in Torah if he was meditating, and I'm sure he knew that. There's no way he didn't know that unless he wasn't really meditating on Torah. But he had to be because he expelled all these spiritist people, whatever, necromancers out the land. So he knew. But he still broke it. And this is a man who had the Ruach Kadesh. Or the Ruach HaKadosh. Dawid also had the Ruach Kadesh. And he still did what he did. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So if they can mess up, you gotta be extra on point. I myself, I kinda know, I got the Ruach Kadesh, and I'm not gonna get into all that. But with great power comes great responsibility. So whether you know or think you have the spirit of the Most High, that great power that I was talking about earlier, great responsibility, you got to be extra on point, because you don't want him to strip that from you. That would be terrible. That got to be the worst feeling. Like, you on cloud nine, you have all these signs, you have experiences with the Most High, he's done so many things for you, answer prayers like that immediately, save your life type stuff, reverse curses on people, give you dreams type stuff that lets him know he's in your life and stuff. And you do something, and I don't know how somebody loses the Ruach. I don't know how you have it. And you just basically throw it away, or how, like, you think if somebody had it, it'd be even harder for them to sin. So I don't know. But that makes me just want to stay even more guarded, more 10 toes down, because even the slightest, even if I feel like I slightly sinned, like I feel disgusted with myself, or if I didn't do what I should have did or could have did, or I could have did better, that's a constant prayer for me. Like bless me with wisdom, for one, wisdom how to lead your people, to be a better example, a better son, better brother, better follower, teacher, a better leader, everything, a better servant. Constant prayer, and for forgiveness if there is, whether known or unknown, if I didn't do something I should have did, or I did something I shouldn't have did, or I acted the way I shouldn't have. Or if I may have accidentally said something wrong, or ask forgiveness for that, and to not to take the Ruach from me. But me, myself personally, I don't know everybody else, but I've been feeling invincible for a long time. And it's not because of me, it's because, I feel like I got that Ruach. The Most High is literally with me. So I'm just and to have that taken away would be probably not feel good, if I had to walk around like knowing the Most High ain't with me no more and I'm not protected. Yeah, that would, and I'm only relying on my own power and stuff. Yeah, that would be a terrible. I don't even want to imagine that, bro. But as now, I feel like I walk around with an S on my chest because of the Most High, because He rewards me for how I move and my faith in how I walk, and of course His mercy and stuff. I'm not gonna try to put too much attention on me, like it's me. It's more so Him. So yeah, it's crazy how dudes that had the Ruach and they just let it slip. You gotta be careful. You gotta be extra careful, man. Did I read this yet? Ki toabat Yehovah kal ose ele ubiglal hatoebot ha'ele Yehovah eleheka morish otam bipaneka tamim tihye im Yehovah eleheka ki hagoyim ha'ele esher ata yoresh otam el monenim ve'el kosmim yishma'u ve'ata lo ken natan leka Yehovah eleheka. And now be a prophet Mikirbeka Meaheka, the brothers, Kamoni Yakin, Laka Yehovah Eleheka Eliah Tashimaun. Shema, that word in there, hearken or listen. Kekol Asher Sha'alta, asked. I believe that word is related to the Saul, because I believe that word means to like ask or inquire or something like that. Sha'alta, or his name Shaul. Sha'alta. Me'im Yehovah Eleheka Bekore Bayom, in the day Hakahal Le'amor Lo Osef Lishmoa Et Kol Yehovah Elohai Ve'et Ha'esh Hagadolah, great fire, Hazot Lo Ere Aod Velo Amut. Vayomer Yehovah Elai Hei Tibu Esher Diberu Nabi Akim. Let's go back to that. Talking about raising, if there's a prophet in your midst, that He'll raise up for you. So we're back. Nabi Akim Lahem Mikereb Akehem Kamoka Wenatati da Barai Bafil Wediber Elehem Et Ka Esher Atsawenu. And raise up a prophet like Moshe from one of the brothers, place the words of his mouth, speak whatever he commands. V'haya ha'ish asher lo yishma el debarai asher yedaber Bashmi, no, Bishami, Anoki, Edrosh, Mo. If you don't listen to the words which he speaks in the Most High's name, Ak Hanabi Asher Yazid Ledaber Dabar Bishami et Asher Lo Tiwidi Ledaber Asher Yedaber Baesh Elohim Acherim Umet Hanabi Hahu. But prophet who speaks presumptuously a word in his name that he did not command him to speak, or speaks in the name of other quote-unquote Elohims, prophet shall die. We'll get more into that later. But this is why you gotta be very careful, like especially all these people here claiming to be prophets and stuff. You gotta be very careful what you say in the Most High's name, like, especially claiming that he said something, claiming he told you to say something. Be very careful. You better make sure that was him, and not just not just a thought in your head or your heart that's deceitful above all things. Reki Tomar Bilbaberka Eka Neda et Hadabar Asher Lo Dibro Yahuwah Asher Yedaber Hanabi Be'esh Yahuwah Velo Hihiye Hadabar Velo Yabo Hu Hadabar Asher Lo Dibro Yahuwah Bazadon Dibro Hanabi Lo Tagur Mimenu. Let's go back to 21. Now, if you ask, how do we know that he spoke or not? How do that Yahweh did not speak? Should the prophet speak in the name of Yahweh, but the word don't happen, not come about, then that word that Yahweh did not speak. With presumption did the prophet speak it. It'd be a false prophet. And we also saw that in Deuteronomy 13. Even if people show signs, but they try to lead you away from the Most High and worship another God or worship them, you don't hearken to them. That is why now it's okay for people to be like, they think this is going to happen. They think this is going to happen, But when you come out like, especially those people on YouTube and Facebook, people dubbing themselves prophets and prophetesses, and they speak for the Most High and stuff. Some of them are very careful to not even say his name, so that they're kind of, they're playing it safe. But even if you're not using his name, you're saying that God, or who they think is God, they're still kind of playing. They're playing with fire, But you gotta be a real bold, person to use the name of the Most High and say that in the name of the Most High, this is gonna happen this day, or this time, or this is gonna happen. You gotta be really bold, and you better know that it came from. He better have told you that, because you're playing with fire. You're playing with your life, and you're asking for death. Kind of, you're making his name void. You're making his name vain, because you're using it for falsehood. You're making your own prophecy that he didn't tell you to say, or he didn't tell you it was going to happen. So, y'all gotta be careful with that shit. Or stuff. It's a lot. I'm saying, cussing on Shabbat, my bad. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Not that it's really a sin. It's man-made, but trying to, trying to stop saying certain words. But yeah, that's it for now, y'all. Shabbat Shalom.